Hey, this is Paul Evans from nicheology.com, and as we conclude the year 2011, we're going to do it with a bang. We're going to get you ready to enter 2012 with confidence. In fact, you need to mark the date, January the 3rd, 2012, which is going to be our Prime Power Training Day. We're going to host 2 live events that day, one at noon Central Standard Time and the other at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And during both webinars, I'm going to give away a free year's membership to Nicheology. However, you might be thinking, wait a minute, this sounds like some big setup and I'm not really going to get anything. It's one of those marketer's tricks that I end up attending a webinar that is worthless, and unless I buy something, I'm not even able to utilize the training. Couldn't be farther from the truth, because all through December, we're going to be doing all the prep work, all the pre-training before we get to the January 3rd event. And the main reason for doing this is really threefold. First of all, you've got to take control of your financial destiny. When you look at the economy right now, you know that a lot of people are saying there's no money out there. And I'm not saying there aren't people hurting, but I still see a lot of money being spent. I mean, you think about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. New records. People are spending a boatload of money. I was in a luxury restaurant last week. It was filled up and people were waiting to get in. You might be thinking, well, Paul, I don't really know anybody with money. All right, well, here's a little clue. Don't build your business around those people. So during December, I'm going to help you discover a business that is going to help you focus on those with money. Now, secondly, the second reason for doing this is the amount of debt that has been created by internet marketing training. I am tired of talking to people who are spending thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars in order to figure out how to create an online business. It's crazy. I'm going to show you everything that you need to know to make a living online. And by the time you get done with the exercises for December and you've taken the webinar and attended the webinar for January 3rd, and what's going to happen is that you're going to know everything you need to know to create the perfect business for you, which is number 3. You've got to build a business around you. Now, I know a lot of people will tell you it doesn't have to be done, but let me ask you this. How many people do you know personally that bought a product off the shelf that promised them wealth and they got wealthy? In fact, how many people do you know actually made any money at all? Chances are high, maybe even 100%, that is zero. Why? Because the product works for the product creator, but it doesn't work for the buyer. It's built on that product creator's strengths, on his intelligence, on his know-how, on all of that. But when you create a business based on who you are, then you've got a much better chance of succeeding. Now you might be saying, well, Paul, I don't really know too much. I'm not an expert. I'm not sure who I can really serve or the difference I can make. Listen, that's a bunch of bull. It's what we end up programming into ourselves to believe that we can have a reason for failure. Now, you might think, well, Paul, I don't know what my strengths are. Well, that's legitimate. Hardly anyone really knows what their strengths are. And during December, we're going to discover your strengths and the strengths that you already possess for business so that you can enter 2012 with complete confidence. All this is going to culminate on January the 3rd when we do the webinars. And what's going to be critical in the webinars, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should and why you absolutely can make a living online. Then I'm going to share with you the exact blueprint or plan that you need to follow to do that. You're not going to need to buy anything to do it. You're going to be able to do it. Then I'm going to share with you the 4 forces of failure. There's some resistance that's pressing against you right now that you're aware of, but maybe you've not called it out. Or we're going to go face-to-face, toe-to-toe with each one of those forces, and we're going to learn how to break through those or even completely eliminate those. So here's what you need to do. You just need to enter your email below, and you are going to have to confirm it. I know a lot of people today aren't doing double opt-ins, and we get a little bit lazy. You're going to have to take that step. And even if you are part of my community already, it does not guarantee you a spot on this webinar. You've got to opt in. If you're a member of Nicheology, you are eligible for the year's scholarship. So don't think, well, I'm already a member and I'm not going to be able to win this. You absolutely can win it. Here's the key. Enter your email, confirm it. You'll be ready to rock and roll through December, entering January extremely strong. But here's the deal. You've got to be ready to work. It's going to be some introspection. There's going to be some work that you're going to have to do in order to prepare for January. It's not going to be something that's just going to be for those who are whiners or those who are weak or those who are soft. You've got to be serious about your business, and you've got to be ready to rock and roll. Enter your email, confirm it, do the exercises through December, and be ready for January the 3rd when we blow the doors off. And maybe for the first time since you've been trying to make money online, you're actually going to know that it's possible. As always, success is not an accident. Be blessed.